Hi guys, I'm Dr. Sunil Sharma. Now we will talk about basics cranial nerve part 1. I will tell you only basic about cranial nerve. Okay, what are the cranial nerves? Cranial nerves are which emerges directly from brain or brainstem and supply the head and neck portion. This is cranial, or they are having oligodendrocytes covering in cranial parts. So this is cranial. How many cranial nerves? If you see in fishes and amphibians, there are 10 pairs of cranial nerve, but in reptiles and mammals, humans, there are 12 pair of cranial nerves. Total 24, 12 pairs, right 12 or left 12. So there are 12 pair of cranial nerves in mammals or reptiles. MCQs. Okay. Now we will talk about what are the 12 cranial nerves. We will go from front to backward. We will try to understand. Don't make mnemonic for each and every topic. Okay. First we will talk about. First is olfactory. Its given nomenclature is Roman. Olfactory. Second is optic. This is for smell. This is for vision. Optic. This is olfactory. Just lateral to this eye, that is optic. Oculomotor. This is also supplying the extraocular muscle of the eyeball. Extraocular muscle of the eyeball. Trochlear. Trochlear is for supply the extraocular superior oblique. Fifth one is largest cranial nerve is trigeminal. This is largest cranial nerve which supply the masseteric muscles and facial sensation. Six is abducent, which is supply the lateral rectus muscle, extraocular muscles. Now seventh is facial, which supply the facial expression muscles. Eighth is vestibulocochlear. This is having balance and hearing function, means supply the ear. Ninth is glossopharyngeal. We supply the palate and posterior tongue taste sensation. Tenth is vagal, which is the longest, which supplies GI smooth muscles and palate, pharynx, larynx. 11th is accessory. You may say spinal accessory nerve. And 12th is hypoglossal. We supply the tongue muscles, motor function. Okay. So you have to understand from front to backward. How olfactory for smell, optic for vision, oculomotor for extraocular muscles, except superior oblique and lateral rectus supplied by the trochlear, supply the superior oblique, and lateral rectus supplied by the abducens. Rest of the muscles supplied by the oculomotor, extraocular muscles. Trochlear is extraocular supplying the superior oblique muscles. Now trochlear, trigeminal is largest cranial, abducent supply extraocular, facial is for facial expressions and facial sensations. Vestibulocochlear for balance and hearing, supplying the ear. Glossopharyngeal for taste and palate supply. Facial, that vagal is 10th longest cranial which is going below the neck. Only cranial which is going below the neck is vagal. And spinal axillary is 11th nerve which supply back. Vestibulo, vagal accessory complex which supplying the palate pharynx, and hypoglossal nerve is also supplying the trapezius and sternocleidomastoid muscles. Hypoglossal is supplying the motor function of the tongue, that is supplying the muscles of the tongue, that is hypoglossal. So these are 12 pair of cranial nerves. Now some extra parts, if you say what is 0 or 13 nerve, both are same, 0 and 13 nerve, that is terminal nerve, or you may say nervus terminalis. This nerve found in primitive mammals, that is terminal nerve is above the rostral to the olfactory, with some fiber coming through the pubiform plate with the olfactory nerve. This is terminal nerve. What is 14 nerve? Sometimes branch of facial nerve, that is nervus intermedius, which supplying the coda tympani, taste sensation. It's called, that is nervus intermedius. This is the 14th nerve. Sometimes question will be asked about this. What is 0 nerve and what is 14th nerve? If asked how many cranial nerves, answer should be 12. Not this. This is just special parts you have to remember. Now, types of the cranial nerves. How to differentiate? It may be sensory, it may be motor, or it may be both. How will you have to understand? If we talk about olfactory 1 to 8, they are pure sensory, purely sensory. It means they are taking sensation to the brain. All nose, olfactory or any function coming through brain to the these particular organ, only they are taking sensation. This is pure sensory. It means olfactory, optic and vestibulocochlear are pure sensory nerves. Now we talk about this having both mixed nerve. First we will talk about mixed, then we will come to motor. Mixed we will talk about 5, 7, 9, 10th. These are mixed nerve. Trigeminal, facial, glossopharyngeal and vagal. These are having both functions. This motor and sensory function, that's why this mixed nerve. Rest of the nerves are pure motor. What is remaining is third, fourth, sixth, 11 and 12. Okay, these are the motor. So you have to remember this. You may also remember by this. You may have in Hindi pasand means for P for 5, S for 7, N for 9 and D for 10 for 10. Pasand. What is mixed is mixed nerve. I like. I pasand the mixed nerve. You can say. Now another classification which is better than sensory and motor, which combine the parasympathetic function also. Okay. So I will divide again these nerve. Nerve may be efferent, brain to the sensation coming brain to or supply coming brain to organ or particular viscera, and it may be afferent. You may say this is sensory or you may say this is motor, but better term is efferent or afferent. Efferent may be two types. It may be visceral, which supply the viscera, or it may be somatic, which supply the somatic structure. Somatic. Now visceral may be general type or may be special type. This समय somatic may be again general type or it may be special type. Same is here in afferent, it having two types. It may be visceral, it may be somatic. Again it may be in visceral, it may be general visceral, it may be special visceral, again it may be general somatic afferent or it may be special visceral afferent. Okay, so now efferent, motor, afferent, again it may be visceral, somatic, general, special, general, you may say this general visceral efferent, special visceral efferent, general somatic efferent, special somatic efferent, general visceral afferent, special visceral afferent, general somatic afferent, special somatic afferent. Okay, but in this there is no column of this. So this is no muscle is special somatic efferent. Okay. Rest we have 7 column. This is available, 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 this is this. All this is 7 columns. Now we will talk about these 7 columns. Now I have to finish because it's very small topic. Now we will talk about this special somatic afferent. These special somatic are 3 nerves, 1 to 8, which are purely sensory coming in this column. So special somatic afferent column. I am telling here because very small topic, that's I am finishing here only. Now we will talk about columns. Or their cranial nuclei are situated of these cranial nerves. Now we will talk about efferent column, or now here we will talk about afferent column nuclei. If we see the origin, this is midbrain, this is pons, this is medulla. Now, what is first is column? We will talk about general visceral efferent. Okay, it means we are supplying the viscera. This is general in sensation. So, what are the general? We will talk about parasympathetic column. General visceral efferent means parasympathetic, which supply the smooth muscles of viscera. Smooth muscles. Parasympathetic column. What are the parasympathetic nerves? Midbrain origin is, if you see, talk about this midbrain, you have one nuclei in midbrain, that is Edinger west wall nucleus of third nerve. Okay, this supply the sphincter pupillae and ciliaris muscle through third cranial nerves. That is, this nuclei is general visceral efferent column. In pons, what are the other nuclei which supply the sensation of the nerves? Now, in pons we have two nuclei: superior salivatory nucleus or inferior salivatory nucleus. Inferior salivatory nucleus. This nuclei is supplying the superior salivatory nucleus is submandibular sublingual gland through the seventh nerve, and upper part of this. So, lower part of this superior salivatory nucleus having this lacrimal nucleus. This part is which supply the lacrimal gland of the eye. This inferior salivatory nucleus also found in lower pons which supply the parotid glands through the ninth cranial nerve. Medulla, there is one nucleus, that is dorsal nucleus of vagus. This is very large nucleus. Tenth, dorsal nucleus of vagus. We supply the smooth muscle of GI tract. Okay, so this column is absolutely general visceral efferent parasympathetic. So another question asks, what are the parasympathetic nerves? See, third, seventh, ninth and 10th. These are the parasympathetic nerves. Okay. Now we will talk about next column is special visceral efferent. Special visceral efferent column. What are the special viscera? The viscera which is origin is pharyngeal arch. But all special visceral efferent organs are which are origin from the pharyngeal arch. What are the pharyngeal arch having nuclei? This is motor nuclei of trigeminal nerve, B. Another nuclei, that is motor nucleus of facial nerve. And one very large nuclei which supply combined 9th, 10th and 11th cranial nerve. This is nucleus ambiguus. Nucleus ambiguous. So, pharyngeal arch origin is mandibular, first arch mandibular, second arch origin is facial, third arch is glossopharyngeal, and fourth and sixth arch superior laryngeal nerve, recurrent laryngeal nerve. So all muscle supplying through trigeminal, facial, glossopharyngeal, superior laryngeal and recurrent laryngeal are coming in this column. This is special visceral efferent column. Now we will talk about general somatic. Next column remaining is general somatic efferent column. In this column, whatever structure arising from somat. What structure arising from somates are extraocular muscle and tongue muscle. So these nuclei coming this here only. So what are the nuclei? origin. The extraocular muscles, this is motor nucleus of third nerve, this is motor nucleus of fourth nerve, and these sixth nerve, that is abducent, which supplying the extraocular. These third, fourth and sixth supplying the extraocular muscles. Now what remaining is hypoglossal nucleus of wave. Hypoglossal nucleus of hypoglossal nerve. This is hypoglossal nucleus. Okay, so these are the structure which origin from somites. That's why third, fourth, sixth, which supply the extraocular muscles. Somites extraocular muscles and tongue is hypoglossal muscle. So this is about efferent column. Now we will talk about this afferent column. Now we will talk same here. General visceral afferent or special visceral afferent. This is sensory column. Are coming in single. Only here is general visceral afferent or special. Only one nuclei is here, that is found in the medulla oblongata or in the lower part of the pons. That is nucleus tractus solitarius. What is solitary? Why solitarius? It's only nuclei which having a special solitary nucleus, which having both characteristic general visceral afferent and special visceral afferent found in the medulla oblongata. That is called nucleus tractus solitarius. This speciality is it's about this cranial part having gustatory function, gustatory nuclei. It means any this taste sensation, it may coming from chorda tympani, glossopharyngeal vagus going through this. It means taste of the coffee and taste of any tea is going in this nuclei. Whatever it is coming by its chorda tympani, glossopharyngeal vagus going into this gustatory nuclei. Rest of the nucleus tractus solitarius and rest of the general sensations are going in this nucleus tractus solitarius. Okay, this is this temperature of coffee, viscera, means this viscera, temperature of coffee of the tongue is going into the nucleus tractus solitarius. Okay, now we will talk about general somatic afferents. Somatic means body wall. What is supplying the body wall? Only very one largest nuclei which found the midbrain, general somatic afferent. Starting from midbrain to going into the medulla, or it may go into also spinal, upper part of spinal cord. One largest nucleus, this is called trigeminal nucleus, which supply the body bone, that is trigeminal nucleus. It's having three parts. This is in origin midbrain. Upper part is called mesencephalic nucleus. Mesencephalic nucleus. This middle part is called principal nucleus, principal or chief nucleus. And this lower part is called spinal nucleus of trigeminal nerve. This trigeminal nucleus coming into general somatic afferent, mesencephalic, divided into three parts: mesencephalic nucleus, principal or chief nucleus in pons, and third part is spinal nucleus of trigeminal nerve. Third, they have a special characteristic like this mesencephalic nucleus having unipolar neuron. This is the only site in the brain which having unipolar neuron. That is MCQ. And this is also responsible for mesenteric reflex. Mesenteric reflex. So these two characteristics is mesencephalon, and it is in proprioceptive function. Proprioceptive function. 3. Unipolar neuron site, mesenteric reflex going to mesencephalic nucleus, and it is in proprioceptive function. Now we will talk about principal or chief nucleus. It found pons, part of the trigeminal nucleus. It for touch and pressure. It take touch and pressure of the head and neck or body wall. This spinal nucleus is for pain and temperature. So any sensation like pain, temperature of the face is going into the spinal nucleus of trigeminal nerve. Now last column we will talk about is spatial somatic afferent. I already told you, first olfactory which origin from cerebrum, second optic is also direct extension of diencephalon coming in the spatial somatic afferent. Now eighth which arise from the pontomedullary junction is this spatial somatic afferent is vestibulocochlear nerve. So these are the columns. Just you have to understand. Don't make any mnemonic for this. So it's very simple. Now I will revise it again. General visceral efferent means parasympathetic column. What are the which supply the smooth muscles of the glands. Now third is Edinger-Westover which supplies ciliary nucleus and sphincter pupillae. Superior salivatory nucleus which supply the sublingual and submandibular gland and lacrimal gland. Inferior salivatory nucleus which supply the parotid gland, and dorsal nucleus of Vigus which supply the GI tract. Now we will spatial visceral efferent. It means spatial visceral means this motor function is having a special characteristics which muscle origin from pharyngeal arch. What are the muscle pharyngeal arch? First is mandibular. First arch origin mandibular. Second arch origin is facial. Third arch is glossopharyngeal. Fourth is superior, and sixth is that is recurrent laryngeal. Which these nerves supplying this motor nucleus located in the pons, fifth, and facial again pons, and medulla oblongata rest of the pharyngeal nucleus which having spatial visceral efferent. Now general somatic efferent. Somates which what are the structure arising from somates? Extraocular muscles and tongue muscle. Tongue having one motor function only by the hypoglossal. This third and fourth found in midbrain which supplying the extraocular muscle. Third supplying rest. This fourth supplying the superior oblique, and sixth supplying the lateral rectus. Rest of the muscles motor function by the oculomotor. Third now. Now we come to the afferent. General visceral afferent. Any sensation of the oral cavity or pharynx or this nasopharynx, oropharynx, laryngopharynx. General visceral afferent or spatial visceral. It's gustatory nucleus, nucleus tractus solitarius. Upper part is gustatory, lower part is nucleus tractus solitarius. It's for tongue temperature of the viscera. This is for the taste sensation, like taste of the coffee and taste of the food, and going into the this gustatory nucleus, and temperature of the soup, coffee and tea going to nucleus tractus solitarius. This nucleus for sensation of the body wall, like this coming to general somatic afferent column, that is trigeminal nucleus having three parts: mesencephalic, principal nucleus, and spinal nucleus of trigeminal nerve. This having separate function, like mesencephalic go for proprioceptive function, and this touch and pressure coming into the principal chief nucleus, and this spinal nucleus of trigeminal going to pain and temperature. Now we will talk about spatial somatic afferent. These are only three nerves, 1 to 8, means olfactory, optic, and this vestibulocochlear. Thank you so much.